For the past several years, LeBron James had been setting the stage for his son Bronny to come and play in the NBA with him, regardless of whatever team that was on. He made that crystal clear a few years ago. And then, before Bronny was even in college, he went out there and said, Bronny's way better than a lot of these cats in the league. He could be on this team right now, which was pretty disrespectful to so many of his teammates. And of course, LeBron James always gets what he wants, whether it's the coach fired, whether it's this player traded, whether it's this free agent signed. So the Lakers went ahead and drafted Bronny James, despite the fact that virtually every other NBA team didn't consider Bronny James to be draftable at this point in his career. But because this is all about a photo op, because this is all about legacy, because this is all about history and not actually winning games for LeBron, this is what happens. And we didn't have to wait long. In the first game of the NBA season, up 13 points against the Minnesota Timberwolves, LeBron James and Bronny James check in together, making it official for the first time in NBA history. And you can see the moment right here.
History tonight. The first father-son duo to play together in an NBA game.
Now, Bronny did not stay on the court for very long. I think he had 3 minutes, missed a couple shots, did record an offensive rebound. So I don't expect him to see a ton of playing time this season because, quite frankly, he doesn't really belong in the NBA. And that's what makes this entire thing feel so forced and artificial. The idea that you bring Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. out there for this photo op with LeBron and Bronny. On his own, it will be interesting to see what Bronny does throughout the course of his NBA career, how he develops, all this stuff. The reason that was special is because Ken Griffey Jr. was a legitimate superstar in the making, and everybody knew it. The only reason Bronny James is on this team and in the NBA right now is because of his father. And LeBron made this happen. LeBron wanted all the PR. They're doing a ton of marketing, a ton of ads, all this shit because of him and Bronny playing together on the same team. And so many people are bringing that up, right? All you got to do is kind of look at this. I'll say it so you don't have to. There's nothing historic or special about Bronny or Bronny James playing together. It's solely to satiate the ego of LeBron James. Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr. felt special. That felt weird stage. And honestly, just awkward. You could see the post with Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr., LeBron and Bronny. 3 legends, yes, 3 legends. And one person who's there, and it feels like a Make-A-Wish situation. This could have been truly inspiring if it weren't so fake, staged, and self-centered. It's just so manufactured. Like people joke about scriptwriters, but LeBron literally scripted this out. Such a weird thing. It is kind of a weird thing. And I guarantee you, for the family, for LeBron, for Bronny, I can't even imagine how that feels. I'm sure it feels super fucking special. I'm sure it feels incredible after, 20 plus years in the league for LeBron James to be able to check into a game with your son. A son who grew up watching your dad going on all these trips playing basketball. You decide you want to get into basketball too, and you find yourself on the NBA court on the same team in the game with your dad. Not taking anything away from how they probably feel about it. But for the rest of us, I'm glad it happened now. So the moment is done and over. We don't have to wait for this anymore because it feels so fake, staged, and it's just bullshit. Bronny James, in his own right, might turn into a legitimate NBA player someday. But the way he played in college, the fact that nobody else was going to draft him in this draft, the idea that the Lakers immediately signed him to that pretty extensive deal for a guy who's the 55th overall pick, quite frankly. It all smells like bullshit because it all is bullshit. Bronny James is not going to help this team win a championship this year. But that's not what LeBron cares about. LeBron cares about his legacy. And guess what? This is another big moment, a big PR moment, a big moment that maybe he thinks people are going to talk about for years to come. Look what I accomplished. I stayed in the league long enough to play with my son. Isn't that amazing? It is amazing, the longevity of LeBron James, but this moment, it doesn't really feel special. It feels forced, it feels staged, and it feels like there's other players that are probably missing opportunities because you made sure the Lakers drafted your son. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.